Hey everyone, Happy New Year. And I hope you guys all had a great 2025 and I'm wishing you guys all the best of luck going into 2026. Anyways, in this video, I'm going to be recapping the biggest winners of 2025 and we're just going to go over them or go over the list relatively quickly and go through some key characteristics that I see through these winners, right? So let's go over the first one. The first one is Frog. This is relatively recent IPO. It IPO'd in 2020, so it's been about 5 years now, but still relatively recent name, right? And this one had, or this one pretty much IPO'd in a bear market, right? It's tanked ever since it IPO'd. It went from 95 to $16, and then it formed the base here, and then got a nice breakout, and then formed another base in 2025, and then in mid 2025 we got a really nice breakout, right? So this one was really simple. We had a nice base, we formed a flag. This was the first flag, and then we broke out. This would have been a really good entry because we're breaking out of the base, and then after you get the base breakout, you form another flag, and then you get a really big breakout. So both of these setups are really good, and on this candle we actually had a big earnings gap up, so that was also buyable as well. So this was one of the biggest winners of 2025. We started off around 29, ended up around 62.5. Next up, app. This one was a big winner in 2023, 2024, and now again in 2025. I like to say the strongest names always continue to go higher and higher, and this is a great example of that. So yeah, let's take a look at 2025's action. This one formed a nice base starting in 2024, right? I would say this is like about the base, and then in 2025 we got a breakout in like August, and then ever since we broke out there, we formed like a mini flag, and then we pretty much just took off, and then we got a really extended here, right? And then we had like a mini downtrend line, and as soon as we broke that downtrend line just back in December 1st, so a month ago, this actually offered a really nice entry, and it was buyable. And yeah, this one still looks really good to me. I would not be surprised to see this at like 1,000 in 2026. This one just has so much momentum, and it's a really strong name. But yeah, this one is also a really strong name and still one of my top watches going into 2026. MU, this is one that had a really strong breakout. This is the base that it had, a super simple base, right? You had a base here that's been forming for like a year and a half, and then you break out of this base, and then you pretty much just take off and never look back, right? So MU went from 130 to 300, and then yeah, this flag setup over here was really nice right before that base breakout. And yeah, this one's just continuing to go higher and higher. I would say this is slightly extended, so some consolidation, some rest is good, but this is another really strong name. WDC, this is another really strong name, similar to MU and SNDK. They're in the memory space, I believe. But yeah, this one also had a nice base and then just broke out, right? As soon as it broke that base, it just took off. Went from $60 to 188, and this one's just insanely strong. Formed some consolidation, or it did consolidate here and then broke out even higher. So this was technically viable as well. SNDK is also very similar. Recent IPO name, formed the base, and then just as soon as we broke out of the base, this one just took off. Went from 58 to 284, and this one's actually currently consolidating and flagging out. So this could be a good name to watch for the next leg up. Hood, this is one of my favorite fintech names out there, right? Hood went from started off 2025 in a downtrend, and then as soon as we broke that downtrend, it was definitely a really good buy. And then we also formed like a mini base over here, and then as we broke out of the base, that was also a good buy from 114 to 153. Well, it looks like right now it's currently stuck in chop and it's just digesting its gains, which is perfectly normal considering the move that this one had. And I would say key support will be around the $100 level. This is definitely another one that I am keeping a close eye on going into 2026. CIEN, this one's just insane. Had a huge base breakout as well, right? And as soon as we took out that uh, around that $9,800 resistance level, this one just took off, went from 100 to 240, and again just never looked back. As we got that breakout, it just never looked back and just took off immediately. And then here we formed some sort of some consolidation, right? A few back-to-back weeks of consolidation, and then broke out again. So this is another really strong one, and I would not be surprised to see this one continue to go higher in 2026. Carvana, this one's just an insane move, went from $3 to 485. In 2025, starting from here, pretty choppy the beginning of 2025, and then we had a nice uptrend over here, right? Really nice uptrend, and then we formed the base, and then we just broke out recently with our big earnings cap up. This one's just killing it. Really strong name. Palantir, this is similar to App, where this one has been a big winner in 2023, 2024, and now again 2025. And I will not be surprised to see it again for 2026. But this one's currently in a base. 2025 started off here, really nice uptrend, right? Went from $60 to 190, and now we've just been stuck in a base for almost 6 months now. Which is perfectly normal considering how much this one has moved, and this is still definitely a true market leader in my opinion, and any dips would be a good opportunity to load up on this name for a long-term move. Still very bullish on Palantir. Coherent, this one is also similar. 2025 we started off in a downtrend, and then as soon as we broke that resistance, that 111 level, this one again just took off. Actually, initially we tried to break out, failed, and then the second try, we definitely took off. Went from 111 to 200, almost a 2x, and this one still looks really good to me. It's not slowing down much at all. It's consolidating, and if it forms a flag here and breaks out, this could be a really good name to keep an eye on. So this is one that I'm watching closely as well. RKLB, so the space names in general look pretty strong to me. So RKLB, ASTS, PL, these are all top watches for me going into 2026. The space theme looks really strong to me. So I'm keeping a close eye on it. I'm keeping a close eye on all of these names, especially PL. This is one that looks really strong, stronger than RKLB to me, and even Google is invested in this one, so this is definitely one worth watching. Next up, GEV. This is a really strong energy name. IPO'd back in 2024, went from 115 to 731, 7x'd, or almost 7x'd, or 6x, right? Really strong name. This is definitely one you want to keep a close eye on. This one trades really nicely, really nice uptrend, really nice consolidation, and now it's breaking out and now forming another mini flag here. This one trades really clean. CRDO, another very strong semiconductor name, also had a huge breakout, right? It had a correction to start off 2025 as well, and then as soon as we broke that $80 level, this one just took off. And now it's been forming a base for the last couple months, similar to Palantir. So this one is just digesting its gains now. Light, this one is super insane. From the base here, took out that base, from the flag here, took out the flag, and it's just been running higher and higher every single week. This one's actually insane. Went from 96 to 400. So if this one forms a flag, if it forms a base, that's what I'm going to be watching out for. Ideally, it forms a base, consolidates for a period of time, and then breaks out again and continues to go higher and higher. This is a very strong name. And then BE, this is also a really strong name. Went from 24 to 150 almost. It's currently in a correction, going through a pretty nasty pullback, 147 to 86. But yeah, as long as that, let's look at the daily chart. So I'd say key support is there's definitely some key support around this 76 level. So as long as we can hold on to that, it's worth watching. But if we lose that, then I would remove this one off the list. But yeah, this one also has huge momentum, and I'll be keeping an eye on this one if it forms a base and then breaks out again. But yeah, these were some of the biggest winners in 2025. And the key things that I noticed between all of these winners are simple bases that they form and then they break out, right? So for example, let's take a look at like frog. Frog is a really good one, right? Like you form a nice base for a long period of time and then you break out and you take off, right? So that's what that's like the common theme I've been seeing again and again for the past couple years, right? Those are where the best setups come from, right? You have a strong name, you have it consolidate for a while, and then it breaks out. You buy low risk entry, right? And then really good risk reward setup. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys all have a really good 2026. Thanks.